Okay, good day to you. Peter Watson here from the Web Designer Networking Community for Facebook. So today we are going to be talking about drag and drop in HTML5. So what is drag and drop? Basically, in a nutshell, drag and drop is where you drag an image from one location on a web page or a website to another location. So how does this happen? First of all, you have to create the necessary script using JavaScript to allow the function to occur within the browser. So you have here highlighted function allow drop, function drag, function drop. So this is the necessary script written in JavaScript, the client-side programming language, to allow the drag and drop function to occur. So I will just show you this quickly. So I will highlight the necessary script. So the highlighted area is the script that is used in a document to create the drag and drop functionality. Okay, moving on. So further down into the actual document, you have the h1 tag, an example of using drag and drop using HTML5. The paragraph, drag the image into the rectangle. And always remember that you have to have a corresponding opening tag and closing tag. So I'll highlight this now for you. So this here, this one, that's your opening tag, and this one, this is your closing tag. If you don't have corresponding opening and closing tags, you will have validation problems when you go to validate your document with the W3C. Okay, so now we want to create the rectangle that will appear on screen within the browser. So the necessary markup code is you are using a div tag with an ID of rectangle, on drop equals drop for the event, and on drag over allow drop for the event. So that is the event that occurs in the browser. And then you've got to specify the image that is going to be draggable and droppable within the browser. So the img draggable equals true, on drag start equals drag is the event. It has an ID equals banner, so it's a banner. The source is the header JPEG. So you always have to point to the source of the image that is going to be draggable, droppable. You can give it some alternative text, so that's banner, and you can give it the dimensions of, in this case, I gave it a width of 736 pixels and a height of 100 pixels. And as you can see, I've used corresponding opening and closing brackets. So to clarify, the JavaScript that I've showed you now earlier, so this here, just to recap, this will allow the functionality of drag and drop within the browser. And then the markup code here, you are specifying the event for the image that gets dropped into the rectangle, and you are specifying the event for the actual image that is going to be draggable into the rectangle. And the code you see on screen is the code that is used. Now before we go on, I'm just going to validate this with the W3C. So I'm just going to open my browser. I'm going to browse for the necessary document. It's here, drag and drop HTML. I will then open that with W3C. validate the document. And as you can see, this document was successfully checked as HTML5. Now it has passed, and it does say one warning. The reason it says one warning is HTML5 is a relatively new markup language. So the W3C has not updated their actual markup database for checking of HTML5 documents, hence the one warning. But this is still classed as a pass and is a standard document meeting the international guidelines laid down by the W3C markup validation service. Okay, moving on. So I will now minimize this, and we come back to our document in the Notepad++ editor. So what do we want to do now? So I'm going to run the document in Firefox. And as you can see, in the browser, you have the heading, an example of using drag and drop using HTML5. With the instructions, drag the image into the rectangle. Your rectangle is here, and your image is here. And simply you drag and you drop. So thank you very much. That was an example of drag and drop using HTML5 with client-side scripting language, JavaScript. I hope this has been helpful, and thank you very much. See you next time. Bye bye.